Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to VLOGMAS. Yes, we're in the office. I want to give a huge thank you once again to Heiser Disc Racks for hooking me up with these beautiful racks I have. I have a pretty vast collection of discs, not even counting a lot of the stuff I have for the RV and to vend. So thank you to them for helping keep my office organized and looking pretty good. To get started, what you're going to be watching today, if you decide to stick through this, is what I'm up to this year. Sponsorships, how many discs you can expect, how many bags, how many, what events I might be at, anything like that. So make sure, if you care about where I'm going to be, what I'm going to be up to, what I'm going to be doing, to follow along. I want to take this time, though, to give a huge thank you, not a sponsor, to Marcus. You guys have seen him on the vlog a lot. He works endless hours to keep our website looking good, keep the disc shipped out on time, working long hours at the warehouse in order to ensure that, our business and our shipping and our everything is on track and on par for the other great companies in the sport. Obviously we're not a competitive, safe foundation disc golf yet, but hopefully we can get there when it comes to selling merch and selling some of my signature discs and molds and the subscription box. And without Marcus, it simply just wouldn't be possible. So I want to give a huge thank you to Marcus, and I want him to see on here. He watches all these. He'll text me, "Oh, dude, that was funny," even though he was in the video. So I know he's watching this. Dude, thank you so much. I can't express to you how much our relationship means to me and how helpful you've been to grow my brand and keep it pushing to the next level while keeping the quality up, the care up, and just all types of stuff that's hard for me to do while trying to compete. So Marcus, thank you so much. Let's jump right into the video. Starting with 4 discs from Finish Line. Next year we're going to have 4 discs. That looks like 8. Really it's 4. We're going to have 4 discs coming out next year. I know this year we kind of only had the Era with the Supra kind of trickling in towards the end. We're retooling the Supra, as most of you guys already know if you followed VLOGMAS or follow me at all. But then we also have the Pace coming, which that'll be about February. So next year we're going to release 5 discs. Maybe even 6 if you're counting the retooled Supra. We're going to have the Supra. We're going to have the Pace. Pace is coming in February for sure. We're hoping for, obviously, January for retooled Supra. And then 4 new molds. It's going to be 2 high-speed driver molds and then 2 fairway driver molds. So big stuff coming from Finish Line next year. Super, super excited to share that with you guys. Next, we're going to have the EV7 putter, which I've had the last 2 years. This is season 3 of the contract. So we definitely are going to continue that relationship, and we're going to continue to create a awesome, cool, simple-looking stance for you guys to check out the EV7 stuff. That putter, I've worked very hard on my putting, but that putter has also helped me get to the next level. So if you're kind of struggling on putting and you kind of don't know what to use or aren't totally comfortable, I would definitely say go to infinitedisc.com and check out an EV7 putter. Squatch bags. Really, really excited this year. You guys have already seen my white, black, and red bag. We're going to do that same colorway, but in a whole new design. Not the Legend and not the Link. So we have a brand new bag coming out to you guys next year. Hopefully, July, middle of the year type thing. Working on it now. Prototypes. It's all drawn up. Very, very excited to release that to you guys. It's definitely, some of you guys may or may not know, I carry relatively small amount of discs for being a touring player. A lot of people tend to carry, 20, 25, 30 sometimes. I'm usually more around the 14 to 18 mark. So we're making a smaller bag that will hold my disc better, hold my stuff better. I'll still obviously have a Legend on the road with me, but it's definitely going to be a huge benefit for me to have this newer bag we're creating. It's going to hold everything I need, and there's going to be very few times throughout the year I'll ever need more than what we're creating. You guys are going to really love it. Polos. As some of you guys may or may not know, I just signed an exclusive deal with Greater Half. They make a full clothing line. They have everything that you guys can want, everything you could need, and they are 100% making quality stuff. In my vlog 2 days ago, I believe, I wore one of their hoodies. I mean, the quality is insane. The stretch is insane. I'm not saying this just because they sponsored me. Last year, the last half of the year, I actually bought polos from them. That's kind of how we actually got in touch. So I spent my own money, just like I would at Nike or Adidas, and I wore the clothing, and I really, really found I loved it. So we ended up working out a sponsorship deal, and it worked out really great for me. So I want to thank those guys for taking me under their wing, believing in me, believing in disc golf as well. So make sure to go show them some love and support. RPM. Some of you guys may or may not know that I signed a 1-year deal with RPM Discs. We're going to do a disc called the White Heron, which used to be their Katuku. And it's going to be an overstable mid-range. I'm very, very excited to not only use that disc, but also promote the RPM brand. Simon, Jackson, and Woody are all really, really awesome guys. When I went over there to New Zealand and Australia, they really took me under their wing. You know, we didn't have a car, obviously. They brought us to dinner, gave us places to stay, really took care of us. Even before the sponsorship was figured out, that to me really showed just what kind of guys they really were. And they were, you know, happy to help me out even before I was promoting their brand. So huge thank you to RPM. Keep an eye out for all of that stuff that's coming. Also, Infinite Discs. 2 discs coming out this year. I'm hanging on to the Scepter. It's definitely a disc that I love a lot. I use a lot. I know Eric joining the team, you know, last year. He also loves the Scepter. Hopefully we can keep that relationship going and keep on making some awesome stuff with Infinite. I also want to give a very, 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 very huge thank you to Infinite Discs for the support over the last few years and allowing me to be open bag and allowing me to pursue these other opportunities in order to grow not only my own brand but also other brands in the sport. Obviously, they're the #1 retailer, so me growing the other brands really does help them. You know, the more that they can sell, the happier they are. So those guys, all around good business guys. I really enjoy doing business with them, and we have a really good work buddy balance. You know, if I call and say, hey, I need something to happen, they do it. If I just call Alan to ask some dumb questions and see how he's doing, he's also just as happy to talk to me. So huge thank you to Infinite. Huge thank you for everything that they do for me throughout the year. Please make sure to go to infinitedisc.com in order to check out everything they have in stock, from bags to golden retrievers to my signature disc to finish line discs. They have everything on there, so please make sure to go check them out. Next year, I will be playing 30+ competitive tournaments between A tiers, Silver Series, and the big tour. So I look forward to that. I really, really enjoy that. That's obviously competing is something I live for, and something that I enjoy immensely. And I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you guys who watch my vlogs. Support me on Instagram, support me on YouTube, support me anywhere, support me, come to in person and have me sign a disc or take a picture or anything like that. Thank you guys so much. Simple things like that really do go a long way. I know sometimes it might seem like some of us aren't being appreciative sometimes, or we might complain here or there on social media or whatever you guys might see, but my honest take on that is, and most of you guys know I'm pretty good at honest takes, it's just that, you know, we all have tougher days at the office. I know everyone thinks, you know, we play disc golf for a living, you know, life's grand, you know. It is. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But at the end of the day, you know, we are away from home, you know, 30+ weeks a year. We are traveling nonstop. You know, we are sleeping in a different bed every week. You know, there's a lot of things that come with it. So a bad week on the course, you know, sometimes gets under some of our skins, and some people are maybe more vocal, myself included, maybe than I should be all the time. But I'd rather pride myself on being honest and just saying how I feel than taming myself down to try to fit into a culture that I'm not. So for all of you guys who do support me for that, I very, very much so appreciate it. And then overall, with those 30 events, that's going to come with clinics and vending. So if you are interested in a clinic or in me vending at a tournament, or, you know, a DDO per se, obviously that's a huge vending experience with the block party and all that, I plan to sign up for all of those things this year. I plan to be there, full booth set up, RV, you know, dog, have everything out there for you guys to check out, including all of my discs, all of my merchandise. Hopefully have some hats, some hoodies through Gator Half, all that types of stuff out there for you guys to check out. That's pretty much it. That's about all I really have news for you guys. I just, again, can't stress enough, thank you so much for supporting me. Please make sure to go support Infinite Discs, EV7 bags, Finish Line discs, EV7 bags, EV7 putters, Squatch Bags, Greater Half Clothing. All these people take immense care of me. RPM Discs. Everyone takes good care of me, and I want you guys, if you support me or you enjoy watching me play or watching me create this content, please consider supporting those companies, as they're the reason that I'm able to buy this camera and do certain things, is they really do take good care of me. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for joining Vlogmas. Tomorrow is going to be a good video. Make sure to check it out.